Thanks, Rhonda. So quickly, so you laid out how dire the situation is. Then why is the meeting with the House Speaker, Kevin McCarthy, on May 9th? Why not have it today?
Well, I don't know where the Speaker is and what his schedule is, so I won't speak to trying to get the leaders of the country into the same room. What I do know is the meeting is happening. As you know, the President is going to make clear that default has to come off the table, that he is happy to talk about spending priorities and who you value in this country, what our right tax policy is in this country, why every time we have this debate, it has to go to working families in this country first in order to do the right thing for this country. That's what's important. That message is going to be delivered, and is going to be delivered next week.
Is there a time frame where you see the downgrade could happen? Are you looking at maybe the last week of May, this month, that there possibly could be a downgrade? Is there a date that you guys have identified where there could be a downgrade?
Look, I'll remind you, the Secretary's letter, I know it gets reported that it was June 1st. That was, and as early as more confidence goes around a number, the Secretary will refine to make sure all decision makers know what the updated timeline when there's more confidence around it. So I think we need to let that work out before we go into knowing when the credit agencies might speak to the full faith and credit of the U.S. And by the way, the whole reason I'm here today, the whole reason you will hear a full administration vote is because we don't want to get there. Because even that has an impact on the American people. Why would we do that?
Thank you. Will the president go to the meeting next week with Republicans with a counteroffer on appropriations at next Tuesday's meeting about the debt limit, since they're trying to merge both? Is there going to be a counteroffer on spending?
So you've heard my outline of what the president will deliver. Look, I have a question for you. We're skipping a few steps. This bill hasn't gone through the Senate. I've done appropriations a long time. Something tells me those top lines in that bill, there are many Republicans who could not vote for bills that actually told the American people by line item what it means. We've talked a lot about veterans. If people get nervous about those veterans cuts and they decide not to do that, what's next? Cancer research? You zero out the highway money and the transportation bill. Go look, we've done this before. Republicans have done this before. 2013, 2014, put a transportation bill on the floor, never left the floor. Because those cuts hurt communities, whether you're represented by a Democrat or Republican. So we've seen a partisan process that's vague on purpose. Wait till you see the details. Let's see when the appropriations process falls down. I think they need to work out some of their own issues to see if those top lines really sail with congressional Republicans writ large when we see spending bills come through. And then they need to tell us what they can pass and get to the president's desk.